guys are excited. The whole room is excited. We're going to start today. As we wait for a couple of people to get here, I know a couple of people are on their way, so I'm going to call Mr. John, would you come on the front? I know that a lot of people associate juggling with magic and all these different things that you can do and perform. So did you guys know he's a magician? Okay, most of us know that. He's going to show us 2 tricks today with rubber bands that I was impressed with. So I want him to show you guys, okay? So come on to the front, Mr. John. Yes, right there.
I'm going to try to shoot this rubber band up my nose. Ready? Oh!
Is it there? No, but he needs to clean his nose.
Okay, so the next one.
So do it that way towards the other.
Yeah, but you need to pinch it for it to work.
Okay.
But show everybody what's in there first.
Okay, so I have 2 rubber bands in my hands. So could you pinch them between them?
So I'm going to pinch them together. He's going to rub it back and forth, right?
As fast as you can and stop.
Okay.
And then they connect. And then rub and stop. They unloose.
My favorite was the rubber band of the nose.
Yeah.
That's going to cause some serious health issues later on. All right, guys, are you ready to learn how to juggle? Yes, sir.
Sure.
Before we get started today, I would like you to take your 3 tennis balls or whatever balls you brought and put them between your legs, or you can put them in your pocket or inside of your uniform, somewhere, or keep them in the case, somewhere where they won't distract you for just a few moments. I want to show you some juggling first. How many people want to see me juggle? Yeah. Good. I figured I'd show you that I can juggle before I try to teach you how to juggle. So, today I have a couple things I want to explain first. The first thing, any names that you hear today, they may sound like names that you know, but my disclaimer, they have nothing to do with anybody that you know. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. So they might sound familiar, but they're not. So just keep that in mind. So anything that I say about them might not be true. I want to introduce you to some of my friends today. You with me, my friends? Yes, sir. Help me with classics. So my first friend, this is my first friend. And this is a girl. Now, this is actually a family. They're all siblings. This is a girl. And her name is, hold it up, Abigail Weeblert. It may sound familiar, but it's not. It has nothing to do with anybody that you know. Now, let me describe, this is Abigail Weeblert. I'll let this man see it as well. Abigail Weeblert, she's the prettiest of them all. Alright? She always does what is right. She's an example for others to follow. She's a black belt leader. Everybody say, I'm a black belt leader. So is Miss Abigail Weeblert. Her favorite food, by the way, is bacon. So everybody stand up when we stand up. Bacon. I want you to put your feet together, hands by your side. So is Miss Abigail Weeblert, and everybody bow, say, hello, ma'am. All right, everybody sit back down where you are. The second person we have today, this is her brother, but her name is Tim Weeblert. Everybody say Tim Weeblert. Tim Weeblert is her brother, and he actually runs a karate school in Charlottesville. He runs a karate school. Let me tell you a little bit about him. He's a competitive martial artist. He specializes in backflips and spins and high kicks. Now, he loves to dance as well, just a random thought. He follows the rules, and he used to suck his thumb a lot. This is Mr. Tim Weeblert. Somebody stand up when we stand up. Put your feet together, hands by your side, and I want you to bow to Mr. Tim Weeblert and say, hello, sir. There you go. All right, everybody sit back down. All right. Now, everybody, this is a really important one of the siblings that we have here. And so I want you guys to listen closely to this. I'm not going to tell you anything before I turn the page. So, his name is William Weeblert. Everybody say William Weeblert.
William Weeblert.
He's the youngest. He is also a martial artist. He's actually a 3rd-degree black belt, which is pretty cool, I think. But he's smart, but he's very mischievous. He always likes to get in trouble and do things that he's not really supposed to. So, he enjoys testing my students. And so to start out today, I need 3 volunteers. Now, they need to be volunteers that are super, super fast. Because Mr. William Weeblert likes to test my students. Let's see. I'll have you up here, sir. Come sit right here in the front. Yes, ma'am. I'll have you right here in the front. And then Sine, can I get you right up here, right on the front? I need you 3 to face me, but I need you to be all the way back up towards the ground. All the way back up. And Sine, you're going to be all the way on this side. And you're over you guys pretty fast? Are my students the fastest of all of them?
Yes, sir.
You better say yes, sir. Or say yes, sir. So here's what he does. I'll just be juggling along, and all of a sudden, William, he tests my students by jumping out. And he knocks other people out too. And then get him back. Don't throw him at me. You have to get him back up. So if all of a sudden he jumps out, get him back. Woo. Again, he's testing my students. You ready? William's gotta come back. Gotta throw him gently back up, okay? So at any point he might jump out, and you have to get him back as quick as you can. He might jump out, get him up back. Gently. Get him up. William. Today. And then get it back up. Good. All right. Are you guys ready? We like to test my students, so you always have to be ready. And actually, these are the 3 students that I chose, but he might just jump out. Just run back. As quick as you can. He might just jump out. Get back. Or jump out. And then get back. I'm going to have a sore chest after this. All right, so he enjoys testing my students, so I need you guys to be ready. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Now, another thing about Mr. William Weeblert, he enjoys working smarter, not always harder. Do you know what that means?
Yes, sir.
A lot of people say work harder, not smarter. In other words, you'll see somebody who's working super hard, say like he's gardening with a hoe, and then somebody else is driving a tractor next to him. That would be one way of working smarter, not harder. The tractor is sitting there, but he's getting a lot more done. So same thing here. Now, when they go to the mall, so Miss Abigail Weeblert and Tim Weeblert and William Weeblert, they enjoy hanging out together. So they go out to the mall. And the thing about William is, when Abigail and Tim are taking the stairs, William's taking the elevator. Always takes the way out. That's one thing you've got to know about him. So he always takes the elevator, and he enjoys playing dress up. Just a random thought. Really fun. All right, so everybody stand back up. This is Mr. William Weeblert. Everybody bow and say, hello, sir. Good, and everybody take a seat right where you are. All right, now I want to tell you a little bit of a story about their lives. So listen carefully. I don't know who. So listen carefully. I want to tell you about how they grew up and what they used to do. So as they grew up, these siblings were super close. What's her name? What's his name? Weeblert. And what's his name? All right, so they used to enjoy playing together. So they would chase each other around. They would go outside. They would go back and forth. They would chase each other in circles. They would all do all different kinds of things, running and playing. They would play in the jungle bars. They would go behind people's backs. They would do whatever they could just to have fun and chase each other around. And then one day, they started getting older and they started getting kind of lazy. They started slowing down. And finally, it stopped. You know what happens when they stop, though? You get fat. They didn't as much, and they got fat. So, again, they decided one day, you know what? You've got to do something. That is another thing. They like it when you cheer. So if you're going to cheer, cheer really loud. Really right. So they got really fat, like big basketballs. Isn't that quite the difference, right? Guess which one this one is? It's Miss Abigail Weeblert, for sure. You know what this one is? Which one is to talk about? Good. So they got really big one day, and they decided, you know what? We've got to change our lifestyle. We're going to play some sports. So they played soccer. That was him for well. And then you know what? They lost their weight. Everybody give them a hand for losing weight. So they're back to their normal size, thankfully. And they still playing soccer. And then they decided, you know what? One day, we don't like soccer as much as we thought we did. So who can let me a tennis ball? Of course, got one here. Of course, Mr. William Weeblert over here wanted to take a break. Again, he was swearing out harder. He kind of lazy sometimes, so taking a break. And they decided, you know what? We're gonna play tennis. So they went out and they started playing jugglers tennis. See how it's going back and forth? And they enjoyed that too. That's a good game. That's got a lot of physical activity as well. Whose tennis ball was this? But they're done playing tennis. Guys, cheer for me again. Cheer for me. So they decided, you know what? We don't have to move as much. That's too much movement. So they decided another good sport they could pick up was yo-yoing. Who here likes a yo-yo? All right, a couple of us. Good. So they decided we're going to yo-yo. So they went out and they bought a yo-yo. They started yo-yoing. you know what? We're done yo-yoing. Let's do track. How many of you have ever seen a track where they're running super fast? Good. They go around and around the track, right? So they double the track. So they start running around the track, running the track, going around in circles. Cheer for them, guys. You know what? This is exhausting, and I'm getting dizzy. So they stop doing that, and they decide, you know what? We need nutrients. What's something they could eat for nutrients? Yes, sir.
A tennis ball.
Water, a tennis ball. Yes, ma'am. Carrots. Master Moon, there's an apple in the fridge. Would you grab an apple for me? I think it's half eaten.
No, I have a whole one and one that I ate.
Can I have a whole one?
Whole one, yes, sir.
All right. It's coming. They're going to eat an apple. Do you think they need an apple?
Yes,
For
sir.
their nutrients? Good. I can tell you that they do. All they've been eating is french fries.
Can you take it out of the knife?
Yes, sir. No. All right, so they decide, you know what, we need to be big and strong so we're better at these sports. So they decide, you know what, we need an apple, and I'm going to take the sticker off. Likely they're going to eat the sticker. That's usually the first thing they eat. So they're hanging out, and they're like, we're going to eat an apple, so... So, after they were all strong, they said, you know what? I'm going to try karate. So the first person they met, of course they met Master Moon. Master Moon was sitting outside of Earthberry and said, hey, come over here. Let's look at this. Come take a class. So they come in to take a class, and of course, what do they end up doing? They end up having to run again. Running around this academy, all the way in circles, all tiny circles. Give it another hand, guys. It's time to do karate, though. So they stop that, and Mr. Dyson, you know what he does to them? He makes it a relay race. So they're going up and down, up and down. They're going as fast as they can. They're racing back and forth. When they're done with that, and they work super hard, and then they had to hit pads. So instead of a pad, they had to use the wall, so they had to come up, and they were hitting the wall, over and over and over again. They're working super hard. Give them a hand for working. And then they have one more final test to get their black belt. It doesn't only take that little time to get a black belt. It usually takes a long time, but they excel quickly, and they got it in a matter of about 45 seconds. So if I can get, I need somebody to hold this board for me. Nice and quiet. Yes, sir. I'll get you right up in the face. All right, hold this board now. Oh, great. Put it out in front of your body like this. Good. Just like that. Good. Now they're gonna break a board. Now this is pretty tough, so I need you guys to cheer them on, just like as if you were cheering on somebody who's getting their real black belt. Yes, sir. They can't concentrate. They just told me they can't concentrate. So we're gonna have them cheer after they break the board. Are you ready?
Whoa!
Everybody stand up. Stop, all three of them. They all three just got their black belts. Board break. Bow, say congratulations! And then stand back up, go back to your spot. They just got their black belts. So one more time, give them all a big hand for their black belts. Alright, so you each have your own tennis balls in front of you, do you not?
Yes, sir.
Now at this point, I want you to grab that tennis ball, all three of them, and I want you guys to give your tennis balls their own name. Just like I did. And don't make them anybody that you know. Just like these had nothing to do with the three siblings that are martial artists, that run schools. It has nothing to do with them. So make up some names that have nothing to do with anybody you know. And develop a character for them. So ready and go. Make up names.